Thanks, Jade. A union representing officers and sergeants of the Sarpy County Department of Corrections say they disagree with their boss's decision to fire someone.
The Corrections Department conducted a recent internal review of a use of force incident involving one of its corrections officers and an inmate. The officer reportedly escorting a handcuffed inmate when they leaned their weight and shifted their body back. Investigation showed the officer placed their hand near the inmate's neck, forcefully taking the inmate to the ground, apparently injuring the inmate. Now, part of the investigation included going over video evidence. The corrections director eventually determined the officer's actions warranted termination.
Union members went over the same evidence, and they voted unanimously, finding the officer was reasonable under the circumstances and followed department training. The union also voted 59-1 to advise they have no confidence in the Corrections Department director and assistance director to operate the Sarpy County Jail. The University of Nebraska regent accused